All right, guys. So we have a major pump that is incoming into the Pulse chain ecosystem. And right now, we're specifically going to be talking about pDai and ATROPA because those are the ones that are really getting the huge pump here. Now we can see everything else is also pumping here as well. A lot of the other stuff is pumping here, but we're just going to mainly focus here on pDai and ATROPA because this is really the backbone of the ecosystem right now. If you look at the highest liquidities, like pDai is at number 4, pDai ATROPA pair here is at number 4. So that's huge. Like pDai and Tropa are really the backbone of this ecosystem. So looking at this, and remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe, all the good stuff. We're just gonna hop right into it. Like looking over here at this, we can see that we actually touched the bottom support here. This is when I really first started the TA here. I looked and I was like, all right, this is definitely the bottom. So I went ahead and then I discovered the bottom, right? I discovered this bottom, and then that's when I created this Fibonacci retracement. And then I put it to the swing high from the swing low. Okay. And then from there, I went ahead and drew the trend line going all the way back to the beginning of pDai all the way till now. And when you look at that trend line here, you can notice we stopped right here, right at this Fibonacci retracement there at 0.00041, right? And now we're stopping right here at this support at 0.0009. So you can see the similarities here. Look, we are literally stopping a whole key level of the Fibonacci higher, which means we are now setting higher lows, which is why we're continuing in a bullish pattern. We are now setting higher lows. This is very, very good when you're setting higher highs and higher lows. And you can see the lows here on pDai are just getting higher and higher and higher. And it's the exact same thing for ATROPA. They're literally following the same pattern here. We're getting higher lows and higher highs. And notice how we didn't drop back down into this same Fibonacci retracement level here. We ended up staying in the level above it. Whereas this one, we were in a whole level below it. That's because our lows are now getting higher and our highs are also now getting higher as well. So this is very good. This can definitely be a huge run up for this next time here. If you just want to kind of look at it now, like we went, let's go ahead and do it for the pDai one, right? We went all the way down here from 0.0004 all the way up to 0.0028, right? That's essentially what we did here on pDai. We went all the way up to that 2.8 area. So I just kind of want to put things into perspective here for you all. Like, if let's say we go and we have like $1,000, right? And we got in at 0.0004, right? That gave us 2.5 million pDai. And then if you multiply that by 0.0028, which was the peak, that's $7,000 off of your $1,000. Essentially, that's a 7x from what we did previously. Technically speaking, if we were to do the same thing again, we could get that 7x right back, right? And we're looking at it from the perspective of 0.0009. So let's say you put $1,000 here at 0.0009, that then gets you 1.1 million. You'll get less and less as the price goes up. Now, if you go ahead and multiply that by our target, which is 1 cent here, you'll get $11,000. So technically, we have the possibility to either almost reach 1 cent or going all the way up there. Because if we're going to be going from a 7x like how we did here and doing that all over again, doing another 7x, well, then you would have to look at what is 7x from this level here, 0009. So what you would do here is take the $1,000 and divide that by your 0009, and like again, that gives you that. And then you can multiply this by your different target prices, right? You can multiply this by 0.000, or not 0.000, but 0.007. So essentially around 0.0065 or around 0.007 is 7x from where we are now, or well, from where we were, which was all the way down here at the 0009 area. So essentially, we're targeting 0.007 as our target price. That is essentially the target price. Now, 0.0065 could be the area where you pull out at, let it run up to 7. Maybe it'll run up to 1 cent, but it will have a pullback from there. and it will pull back harder than 0.007. It'll probably end up pulling back all the way back down to either 0.0025 down here, or we can set a higher Fibonacci from there. And remember, this isn't just going to be like all in one swoop, right? You got to remember how pDai ran up before. It went from August 30th all the way up to September 15th. So it took 2 whole weeks for pDai to do this, right? Now, if we were to run up all the way like that again, it could take another 2 whole weeks, or it could take longer because remember, the market cap would have to be higher and the liquidity would also have to be higher to reach 1 cent or to reach 0.007. So there's a possibility that it'll run up, but we don't know if it'll run up all the way to 1 cent. It could only run up to 0.0065 or 0.007 if we're looking at it from the 7x level starting from this support here. So that's a very important level to watch out here for pDai and ATROPA. The exact same thing. It's literally the exact same technical analysis for both. So we really don't have to waste time looking at the ATROPA one. It's literally the exact same thing. So that's pretty much what we got going on here right now inside of pDai and ATROPA. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think that we can actually run up to 0.01? So do you think we can get all the way up to 1 cent? Or do you think we'll stop at 0.0065 or 0.007? Because those are the 3 levels that we're really targeting here. Now, considering the market cap is much higher, considering the liquidity is now having to be much higher, this also means that it'll be much harder for us to reach our next goals. And our next goals to try to 7x is going to be 1 cent. So it's going to be a lot harder to get the 1 cent than what it was from us to go to 0.0004 up to 0.0028. It'll be much harder now because there's much more money circulating. So what I will say here, we might have to divide that by 2 now that we've gotten up so high from where we are. So if we do 7 divided by 2, then we'll get our answer from there. So essentially, we're going to have either that, or we're going to have it 7 divided by 2 here is 3.5. So we can possibly 3.5x from here. So if we just divide it by 2, we could possibly 3.5x from where we are now. Or, you could say we can possibly 1x, but I want to say 3.5 because, essentially if we 3.5x from where we are now, we'll go up a little bit higher. So we'll just do 0.00, we'll do it by 0.009 because that was the bottom times 3.5. So essentially that'll get us to 0.00315. So our next pullback will probably happen around 0.00315. Remember back here when we initially had this pump and we had this pullback, right? So we had the pump and then we had that pullback. When we first ran up, we ran up, right? But then we had an immediate pullback from there. But then we ran up again and had another immediate pullback. And then we ran up again. So what I'm predicting here is, like I just now showed you with the prediction of us only going up by 3.5x, if we stop at 0.0031, essentially what you really want to watch out for is the next area. Where's the next pullback going to be from there? Well, if it pulls back from 3.1, then it's probably just going to end up pulling back here to 2.8, and then it's going to pump again. Just like how we did back here. We ended up pulling back all the way down to here, and then we finally start the pump. But then we had an immediate pullback, and then we start the pump, and then another pullback. Then we start the pump, and then another. So what we're looking at here is pulling back from 3.1 down to 2.8. Pumping probably up to like 3.5 or somewhere around there. I'm going to have to do another Fibonacci retracement once we get higher in our price, then we'll continue with that. But yeah, that's pretty much our plans there. So once we pump up to 3.1, remember, we're probably going to pull back to like 2.8 and then keep pumping from there and then have another pullback and then keep pumping another pullback. So what I'm probably saying here is going from 3.1 to probably like 4.5 to 5, right, to 0.0045 or 0.005, and then pulling back to like 3.1 or back to around 4.0, and then going up to the 6 area that we're talking about, and then going up to the 7 area that we're talking about, and then possibly to the 1 cent, and then another pullback. So that's pretty much what we're looking at here for pDai and ATROPA. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Remember, we're doing this prediction looking at the pDai price because pDai is exactly the same as ATROPA, but it's much more attractive to look at the pDai because we're trying to peg this to $1. So we also have a lot more liquidity inside of pDai than ATROPA. So that's why we're looking at pDai primarily here. But anyways, this is all I got for y'all today. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Leave a comment in the comments section, all that good stuff. And also, before we go ahead and close out the video, just look at all these buys. This is a lot of buys right here. A lot of buys. So it's going crazy on buys right now. A lot of whales are going crazy. I just wanted to point that out here because people are really going ham on this. But anyways, yep, this is all I got for you all today. And as always, I'll be back with another video.